Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I got a new motorcycle. It's actually from one of my old teacher's husband, which don't ride it anymore, and it's been sitting in a garage for 15 to 25 years. He bet around 20. He knows that the carburetors should be looked into, and because it's been sitting for so long, both the fuel, the carburetors, and of course things like battery and oil should be changed. But as you can see, like the rims, the engine also looks pretty good. Only the clutch cable is quite hard. Might be able to lubricate it, but other probably just replace it. But also the back rim is pretty good. So what I want to start with is remove the fuel tank, clean the carburetors, put it back on with new gas and just the battery, and see if it cranks and properly runs. If it does that, we can start looking into brake lines, brake hoses, because as you can see here, there is some leak in it. For me, the blinkers can be taken off, but I think it's it's a nice project, and of course, when you get it for free, you can't complain much about it at all. The carburetors also look quite easy to remove when you have off the gas tank. It's just some hose clamps there, and probably some lines, and of course the wiring and cables down to it. And I think we should have enough just by removing the bowl under and checking floats, and of course jetting, removing them, and cleaning. The oil looked pretty alright when I got it, but as I said, it's been sitting for 20 years, probably a little bit longer also. So I think we're just gonna start by washing it a little bit before I even take it into the garage. Well, it's better now. Just washed it really quick. Need to take the rims and such a little bit better, but at least now you can touch on it without getting that much dirt and such on you. And it's quite complete. It got 86,000 kilometers on it, and I think it's gonna run quite easily. Gonna put some air in the tires and start with removing the tank and cleaning the carburetors. I think that's the first step. Also just checking the airbox, see it's not a bird nest or wasps inside it. So that's the next step now. So as you can see, I removed some parts. I removed the carburetor and the fuel tank. The carburetors are now at least clean. I just took out the bowl and put compressed air through the system, remove the hoses, and just gonna reinstall it now. After that, I'm gonna take what's left of the gas in that, just drain it out and put some new gas in before we actually try to start it. The carburetors was super tight on the bike. I had to use that and have it around and actually try to like jack it out, because I could not move them at all. So the clamps here is not necessary at all, in the state it was at least. So we're gonna install that, put back the airbox, drain the fuel, put new fuel, and the solenoid here has the cable to the battery has been cut or something. I can see here that it's still on, but I think this is the right solenoid. You have one more here, but that's a relay, so I just have to put it back on there. And then it should be good to go, I think. And I'm gonna try to start it. So, the gas tank with the fuel selector, that's leaking pretty bad. And there's rivets here, so I have to drill them out and replace them with a small screw or something, because it's usually just removing the selector and cleaning it out. Probably the gasket is bad, but usually just doing that and putting in screws and screw it a little bit tighter on, that usually fix the problem. But I want to connect it now to power, so I have jumper cables here, and just try to crank it over. There's no fuel in the carburetors yet. I have a syringe there and new gas here, and just try to crank it a little bit, because all the oil is in the bottom of the engine, because it's been standing for 20 years. So just cranking it a little bit should be smart. Okay. Turn signals work. Okay, so no ignition here. Does not. I can't hear any relays going either. There is fuses down there, so maybe it's a blown fuse also. Okay. So, I'm gonna check the fuses and then try again. Lade opp litt. Oi, nå var den varm I hvert fall. So, you just saw it runs as it should, it sounds like. Just check the gears, it goes into gear. I was up to around 9,500 RPM. First time it was a little bit bogging, but the second time it went fine. So I think it just need to run a little bit to get back and clean up all the places where fuel haven't been in 20 years. So we're gonna try again. Start it up. Starts right up. No problem. You can see we have a fuel leak here. I need to do something about that, but not right now. And I just put that there. The thing now is that it doesn't have a choke cable because that's broken, so we don't have a choke. But it runs fine now, and it's also locked in the down position, so it's open all the time. But the cable is fully retracted, so it doesn't matter. You also have lights, blinkers, full light, I don't know. Yeah. It at least goes straight back to idle, but if I do, you can see it bugs a little bit on 6.5 and around 8.5, but I think it just needs to get a little bit dialed in. Also, the air filter is not in right now, so we can just stop it at the moment. And that might be the reason, because I removed the air filter just in case I needed to do something about it. So what to do is just do like this. Then it's installed again, I think. Just gonna check. Yeah. So it's just like that. Then I can install the cover for it also. Now it also starts on battery, so that's good. These can't see any fuel leaks from under the carburetor, which is nice. Which means the carburetor is good. It's the fuel selector that we have to buy a rebuild kit for or something. That's probably the easiest, because the gasket inside was very, very dry. And it's not going to be better either way. So buying a rebuilding kit to that, I think is worth the money for it. So, let's see now. Now, it's a little bit bad. If I take it all the way over, it's a little bit bad, but is there the starter might also need some rework. Yeah, with the air filter in, it's much better. I'm gonna close the fuel and let it run a little bit without it, just also let it cool down, and then it's all good. So, that's gonna be the first video. I might turn this into a little bit of a bigger project, because just cleaning it will do a lot. But I need to rebuild at least the fuel selector. The front brakes I know is bad, at least. The choke cable, the clutch cable, needs to be replaced because they're worn out and pretty much stuck. The clutch cable you can do, but you almost need two hands. One hand is very hard. So at least that, and yeah, So thank you so much for watching. It's fun to see the old things come to life again, at least in a machine like this. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next time.